like, we'll just stick with the 3.7. So like the mortgage payment was nothing. And then, yeah, I mean, that was nice. You know, it's tough then like facing a 7% rate, and that's how it goes eventually. But, yeah, at the time it was like, this is incredible.
Was that your motivation for selling?
No, not necessarily. It was a partnership decision. We built it with some buddies of ours, and we kind of just elected as a group to sell it and move on to the next thing. And we've been doing a little more of that lately, where when we started, me and Gabe were like, we're going to hold all this stuff for 20 years and pay it down, and it's going to appreciate. And now we're looking at some stuff, and it's like, well, it has a lot of equity tied up in it. Maybe it's better to go on to the next thing. So we ended up selling Ashland, and then we traded into a 20-unit portfolio in Lakeview. That's awesome. And so it's kind of like business growth. I mean, we try to go the other way, where it's like sell a 10-unit to a 20-unit to a 50-unit without paying $1 of tax by doing 1031 exchange. But in this instance, like we sold our piece of Ashland and moved to 20 units in Wrigleyville, which worked out nicely.
Yep. When you guys go do, a project like this today, what are some of the things that you know because of Ashland? Right. I'm sure it worked out great, but there's lessons there. So when you go and you did the one in Irving, you did the one in Lincoln, like the one in Van Buren, like what are some things, like, okay, we now know X, Y, Z, or these are the standards or procedures we have because we've gone through it a few times.
Yes, we know how to manage and lease it really efficiently. So if you're at the right operating expense ratio, the building will generally perform pretty well. And if you keep your occupancy high and run it lean, it's going to perform well.